First of all, I'm very excited to be here. And I think each and every of you is familiar with this situation. Some of you spent more than an hour in the way here by private car. Probably some of you were stuck in some traffic jam. This is our life, morning, evening. We all experienced this situation. So I'm here just to talk about our strategic plan, how to change this situation for the best of all of us. Unfortunately, the near future is not very encouraging. So we need to do something. Israel is relatively a small country, a young country with a very unique demographic situation. We have a population that expanding very rapidly. Actually, it grows faster, 10 times faster than the OECD average rate. So we need to deal with this. The fact that Tel Aviv is ranked like a 21st jammed city in the world is not so surprising for us. And another interesting fact is that we will spend 5 times more time traveling the same route in the rush hours. So this is our situation, this is our population, and we need to do together something to change this not very optimistic picture. One of the consequences of such growth is what we all experienced this morning. In addition to personal inconvenience, it also leads to air pollution, to noise, to higher level of accidents, fatalities, and all those factors have a negative impact on the Israeli economy. So if we will not do something immediately, by 2040, about 44% of our roads will be completely jammed. It's a traffic or transportation catastrophe that we need to prevent. And the damage of this will be about 30 billions of shekels each year as a loss of revenue. So what is so special in Israeli railways? Hopefully you are comprehended by now that the mass public transportation is the one and the only solution for this problem. In order to serve 1,000 passengers, we will need maybe 500 cars or maybe 20 buses that share the same problematic infrastructure. So maybe the bus is more efficient than a car, but still they deal with the same problematic infrastructure, very limited in Israel. So the only real solution that can carry more than 1,000 passengers at one time is the rail. Not only the capacity of a train is important, but also another features. Train uses its own uninterrupted infrastructure. And it can run in speeds in Israel, for example, from 160 kilometers per hour now to 250 kilometers per hour according our strategic plan by 2040. So it will be faster than other, safer than other, and cleaner than other, less damaging to the environment. So if we talking about smart mass transportation, the Israel Railways is the spine of the system. We see our system as the spine of all mass transportation in the country. Just to get the idea of ISR scale, As all our country, the system and the infrastructure in Israel is very tiny, but we can run, before the COVID crisis, we ran 70 million passengers a year, and we are still growing. Now, after the COVID crisis is, I hope, behind us. And the whole system, as I said, is very tiny, but the demand for the travel by train is growing each year. So we need to deal with this demand. Our infrastructure is limited, most of all because the lack of investment. And according to estimates, about 250 billion of shekels will be required to close this gap of past decades. So only recently we get a new railway development plan budget of 46 billion shekels for the 5 years. So it is a very big challenge for us to execute this plan properly. And this is a good opportunity also to thank our Minister of Transportation, for this huge, challenging plan. And now we need to work harder to execute it. So our strategic plan was set at 2017, and it looks toward 2040. And the main goals of our strategic plan is to give equal opportunity to everyone, to live everywhere, to walk everywhere, and to commute less than an hour each day by train. So we are looking to these goals to move 300 million passengers each year. It's 4 times more than we ran before COVID crisis. And the meaning of it is then the rate of train trips will rise from 3% now, it is very, very low, to 10% by 2040. And the more of them, I will speak about the main corridors that connect between metropolises. There, our role of Israel Railways is more important. And another goal is to give, as I said, equal opportunity to everyone to get to the quality employment center. So we expected that 69% of population of Israel will be within 45 minutes of a nearest metropolitan. It's really revolutionary news for the commuters to make these trips, commuter trips by train. And of course, we can reach this goal only if we will deal with the connectivity of our stations. So our goal is to get to 27% of stations with good connectivity with other public transportation system. That a lot of them are absent today, unfortunately. You can see here what I spoke about our role, railway role in the main corridors between metropolises. Now, the rate of train trips in those long trips exceeded 50 kilometers is only 10%. Our goal is to get to 40%. It's a really revolutionary goal to make those long trips between metropolitan centers by train. And the meaning of it is enormous. If we according to our strategic plan, will add 60K passenger trips per hour in Ayalon corridor. It's equivalent to adding 30 fast ways on Ayalon highway. You can understand that that is completely impossible. And only if we will fulfill our goals and execute our strategic plan, we can get to those numbers. Innovation in our company is the name of the game because maybe you are familiar with one of those innovative projects, electrification of all our network. But it is only one of many initiatives that we take in this area. In these days, we are dealing with the implementation of ERTMS, European Railway Traffic Management System, video motion detection, infrastructure mapping by drones, road railway intersection detectors, and many, many others. And I think we can say that Israeli Railway is one of the most exciting companies because of the huge variety of interests and areas and technologies that we use. It starts with the operation and service and the digital transformation and cyber and security, etc., etc. So all of you are very welcomed to reach our stand outside and to get more information about our initiatives. You can see that now over than 40 projects are in the stage of POC, proof of concept, and we have a special selection committee that deals with all those projects. So our goal, finally, is to create a reliable, fast, and serviceable network. And the highest goal is to give a good service for our customers with the innovation systems. So our areas of interest, as I said, are very wide variety of those. Artificial intelligence, accessibility, customer service, seamless ride without validation, safety and security, hazard detection, advanced engineering technologies, and et cetera, et cetera. So we should work together. We should learn from the innovative ideas of all of you. And thank you very much for the attention. And see you on our stand.